Okay, I think it's recording. Yeah, it's recording. So, part 2 of probably a three-part video. Um, we were discussing nightmares, but I decided that is super common in anyone who has a mental illness, any type of illness. Nightmares, happen to everyone, but they're more intense for us.
All
So, in order to help you, because that's what I'm about. I'm about educating, I'm about empowering, and I'm about teaching people life skills that will help them. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what I did I think I started in 2017. I started journaling. Yeah. So I've been journaling since 2017, and I have my journal here, one of my journals, because I've completed like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you some questions that you can answer out loud, but I also want you to write your answer to.
Okay.
All right. And I want you to, before we start, put the date, the whole date, April 27th, 2020. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Got it.
Now put number 1 and circle it. The first question
All right.
is,
Mm-hmm.
what does your dream life look like? And you don't have to answer out loud if you don't want to. You can answer them, or think about it for a second.
Wait, how my dreams are?
No, your dream life, not job. We're not talking about work. Your dream life.
You mean when I go to sleep, my dreams?
No, no. Okay, so how do I say this? The life that you wish you had, the ultimate dream.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, your
All right.
ultimate dream life, not going to bed and dreaming like, what would that be?
What? Okay. Uh, I can write it down or I say it out loud.
I want you to do both. I want you to write it down and say it out loud so you have, because you're going to look back on this, in the future,
Okay.
and you're going to look at this and you'll be like, wow, like I've really changed.
Okay. Okay. So my dream life would be okay. Well, I've always wanted to be a rapper and become rich.
Okay. So write that down.
I got it.
All right, number 2. What does your ideal day look like? And ideal means the perfect day. You wake up and everything is like Disney, or everything is like the Wizard of Oz. I don't know. Whatever you like. What is your perfect day?
Uh, my perfect day would be like no conflict on that day. I don't have no problems with nobody. That's
Now, when you say conflict, what do you mean by that? Do you mean that people are coming up to you and saying things to you, or
no, just like I like how can I say this? Like no one bothers me. Like I can just stay home, watch TV. If people want to talk to me, that's fine. But as long as I have no problems with nobody, basically a problem free day.
okay? All right.
Like nope, yeah.
All right. Write that down. You ready for number 3?
I got it. Mm-hmm.
All right, number 3. Where do you see yourself in 6 months?
In 6 months, I want to move into the key clubhouse appointments. That's what and also a new job.
Okay. And do you want to write specifically what type of job you want? Like, if you can have any job, don't think about what you don't have. Like, let's say you don't have an education, etc. Just think about if you could do anything, what type of job would you have?
Rapper,
All right,
rapper.
that's a good one.
I might this down. Move into key clubhouse appointment
Mm.
and and
All right.
mhm.
Okay, so this is a continuation of the question number 3. Where do you see yourself in a year?
Still at the clubhouse apartment and having if I could become a rapper, then hopefully I get signed by a label and I get money, get rich off.
Okay, that's a good dream. And then another continuation. Your camera's froze, so I'm just gonna wait. My hair is really doing some weird stuff. Can you hear me? No. Okay. Oh,
Oh, what happened?
I don't. You stopped. You froze. I don't know what happened. Anyways, continuation of the same question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. Well, I mean, I would like to still be in the apartments at the clubhouse and maybe, well, I'm 24, so I'll be 29.
You'll be my age. Oh, you froze again. So as we're waiting, this is available on Pinterest. I forgot where I found it. I probably have it saved, so I'll post it if I find it. It is something I did in 2019. And I went back and my mind was blown. So let's see if he comes back. Let me message him. Oh, it looks like he dropped. So yeah, since he dropped the call, I'll just tell you my answers to these questions. I was gonna make a separate video, but I don't want to cut this video off. So where do you see yourself in 6 months? I wrote in 2019 with my driver's license and a bit more money, and that has happened beyond my imagination. I have gotten everything that I need or want. And then a year, I put driving my Kia Soul with a new job as well as a mental health specialist. And I crossed that out now because that was really small-minded thinking. I don't know why I always say we. I created a job and my life is very fulfilled and fulfilling. So we made our own business in a year or less, actually. Yeah, about a year and 6 months. 5 years. I put traveling and doing speeches, maybe dating someone nice. being healthier, more financially independent. So a lot of this has happened except for me dating somebody, which I'm not sad about. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not looking. I mean, if somebody comes by, like, but yeah, we got everything that we asked for in 2019. Obviously, it wasn't happening in that year, but we have everything except for dating. I would love to go on a date, but Corona. 10 years. I will be married by that time, and I put adopting a kid, but things change, and I will still adopt. I just put now in 2020 a crazy family, a crazy large family. Number 4, if he was still here, it would have been, what do you know to be the true today that you didn't know a year ago? And I put, everyone has an important role to play and has the power to make a difference. And I left that as it was because it's one of the biggest examples of my life. The next one, 5. In this moment, what are 4 things you are grateful for? And I put in 2019, my mind, my passion, my friends, and open heart. And in 2020, I put my mind, my body, and my soul. My mind was a big one because, having a mental illness, everyone thinks that your mind is garbage. I thought my mind was broken. I thought my mind was sick, and obviously it was for a time, but I actually have really great skills. So I have really great reaction times and like a lot of stamina that regular people won't have, and I'm grateful for that. Number 6, what limiting beliefs are holding you back from living your dream life? In 2019, I wrote that my mental illness will not let me have a normal 9 to 5. And I was like, now, the person that I am. I put 9 to 5 is not our life, babe. Like, our life is not a regular 9 to 5. Like, we are beyond that. Like, we're beyond bullshit jobs. So number 7, what? I can't read my own handwriting. Oh, what distractions are hindering your productivity? And I pushed social media, and I was like, yeah, kind of. I get distracted sometimes, but I use social media to promote myself, so whatever. Number 8, what actions can you take to simplify your life? And in 2019, I put, it's already simple, and I was satisfied with it. Like, my life was very simple. I put love the life, man. I love my life. Number 9, when do you feel most in tune with yourself? And 2019, I put, when I'm advocating for mental health. And 2020, I just put for people, because I advocate for anyone if I feel there's injustice. Number 10, if you could talk to anyone, dead or alive, it would be because, and I put I'm okay because we share the same beliefs. And I put his full name this time, Martin Luther King Jr. I have always been inspired by him. Like, I love him. 11, write down your top 10 goals to complete by the end of the year. And I wrote driver's license. I got that. $3K in car payment. Don't need a car. Kia sold. Don't need a car. All debt paid. I have student loans, but I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Number 5, saving for nonprofit status. I got that. Weight loss. I lost waist. I lost waist. I lost weight. And speeches. I've done a lot. Travel is yet to come. And trips to the beach, I will do. And he's coming back, so we're just gonna go back to talking to Leonel. Hello. Ooh, my neck.
Wait. Wait, can you see me?
No, you have to click the webcam, the little camera thingy.
Let me see.
All right.
All right, so it's just that for some reason my neighbors are doing something. I don't know.
Are you stealing internet from your neighbors?
No. I don't, it's the Comcast something. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
But now it works now.
Yeah, it seems better. So, okay, so we're on the next, no, we're not on the next question. We're still continuing the same question. And this one is, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
10 years?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You haven't even thought of that?
No.
All right, leave that open. You can
I don't
answer
know.
it later. All right. Put 10 years question mark and leave it blank.
Okay.
All right, number 4. What do you know to be true today that you didn't know a year ago? Do you understand that question, or do you need me to explain it?
Say it one more time.
What do you know to be true today that you didn't know a year ago? It could be a quote, it could be a saying, it could be something that happened in your life.
I I think maybe I think what I think that everybody moves at the same pace or something.
That is not true. Just to let you know, everyone moves at their own pace. That's the saying you're thinking of.
I think that one.
Yeah, so write that quote down. Everyone moves at their own pace. And I think that's a snail quote. I'm thinking of a snail for some reason. I don't know.
Everyone moves at their own pace. Okay.
All right, number 5. In this moment, what are 4 things you're grateful for?
1, being alive. 2, that my mom was alive. 3, that I'm a member of the clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And 4, I have a roof over my head.
That's very nice. I like that. It's very important.
Roof over my head. And member of clubhouse. All right.
All right, number 6.
Mm-hmm.
What limiting what limiting beliefs are holding you back from living your dreams? Do you understand what limiting beliefs are?
No, tell me.
So, like, it's your mindset. Like, let's say I'm not smart enough, or I'm not handsome enough, or I'm not beautiful enough. I have a mental illness, so I can't do this. Like, those are limiting beliefs. I can't do this because I don't have an education. I can't do this because I don't have money.
Oh, what's my limiting
Yeah.
belief?
Yeah.
Tell the truth. Well, my mental illness, I'm prone to have anxiety problems. So I guess
Your anxiety.
anxiety. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I used to have anxiety, and I I got it like once out of like 2 months since I moved.
That's good.
Um, all right, number 7.
Mhm.
What distractions are keeping you from being productive?
Nothing. Nothing.
Okay. Number 8. What actions can you take to simplify your life?
Move out.
Okay.
Move out.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah,
what
move out.
okay, so what are the actions that you can take? So you can put first, find a place to live. Second, move in. Third, make my home a home. Decorate.
Mm-hmm. Move in and uh, and move into apartment
Mm-hmm.
and make it a home.
That's great.
All right.
All right. So number 9, when do you feel most in tune with yourself? So that means when do you feel 100% yourself? No judgment, no worry what other people think about you, where you're pretty much pure, like you are your happiest, your best self.
Well, probably around mid morning, where you just woke up and eat my breakfast, and then I just chill and relax, watch TV, listen to music. I think around mid morning that I feel like I'm fully myself. Sure.
And why do you feel that way in the morning? Like, what's the reason?
Because it's quiet and peaceful.
Okay. So write that down too.
Okay.
Number 10. This is a fun one. If you could talk to anyone, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
I would say I would say my friend, my friend from high school who died.
Your friend from high school?
Hmm.
He passed away?
Yeah, yeah, it was years ago. He got killed by a bunch of white guys.
He was killed by racists?
Yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah. It, I miss talking to him because he was so cool. And then when I found out that he was killed by white guys because he was black, I was. I wish I could have. I wish I could have talked to him. I wish I could have talked to him.
All right, so you don't have to say his name out loud, just write his name, like his full name, if you remember what it is for number 10. And put the reason why you want to talk to him. Like, be honest. You don't have to say it out loud.
All right, got it.
All right, number 11. Write down your top 10 goals to complete by the end of this year.
My top
10
10 goals.
goals.
I don't know. I mean, I don't have that much goals, Michelle. I mean, my
Well,
goal
you gotta
is
start.
well, one of my goals is to move into the clubhouse apartments. That's
Okay,
one of
that's
my
one goal,
goals.
yeah.
Move into clubhouse apartment. Um, find a long-lasting job.
A career.
Yeah, a career. Find a long-lasting career.
Yes. Um. All right.
Wait, wait. You said the 10 goals for this year?
Yes. 10 goals that you're going to complete by the end of 2020.
I only got two. Move in and find a job.
Come on. Let's at least go up to 3. So come on. Number 3. What's your goal?
Lose weight.
All right. Put that down. And make sure you put the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because you're going to fill that out later on.
I don't know.
Trust me, it's going to come to you. You'll think of one, and then you're going to want to write it down.
Okay.
All right. Number 12. Who do you look up to the most and why?
Eminem.
All right. Why do you look up to him?
Because he used he is a fighter, because he's a fighter because he was on drugs but became clean, and he's very genuine. He is always real. Even even his raps are real. So he's like a father figure to me. He's like a father figure to me. So that's why I choose Eminem.
Okay. That's good to know. I like that. I like that. And I can't say his name. I'm going to try to. Eminem.
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 Yeah, you got it. Eminem.
I can never say it. All right. Number 13. If someone else described you, what do you think they say and why?
That I have an infectious smile.
That's true. That's true. That's it? Do you have more?
And that I have a happy personality.
Okay, yeah. And why is that?
Because that's how naturally I am. I'm naturally a happy guy. That's what I would say.
Number 14. What does happiness mean to you?
Happiness. Happiness. My version of happiness is I I, I live in my own place that I can sit down, relax, no sound, and knowing that this is my place, that I feel happy and at peace. So I feel like if I had my own place, I would feel at peace.
All right, so let me bring something to attention to you, because this is very important for people like us, people who have mental illnesses, live with mental illnesses. No matter where you go, you cannot escape your mind.
Yeah, that's true.
So what I want you write down what you said, but I want you to think about this. If you find peace in your mind, you'll find peace wherever you are. Does that make sense?
Basically, I can have a peace of mind anywhere.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's true. That's true.
All right. What number were we on? 14?
No, 15 now.
Okay, 15. How have you changed in the last 5 years?
I'm less crazy. That's what I would say. Less crazy and less stress.
Okay, so please give me a little example what you mean by crazy.
That the things that give me anxiety are not there no more. Back then I would, because one of my mental illnesses is OCD. So I would think about phrases in my mind that would give me. Oh, I never heard something. What I was saying was, back then my OCD was out of whack, and I would think about stuff repeatedly. As how can I say? You know, when you have OCD and you have to
Yeah, I
use,
had a form of OCD.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so you don't have to mention what words you repeated, but those are very important. So I want you to write down the words that were tormenting you. Write down the words that you kept hearing, and then think about like the reason why. There's always a reason. You don't have to think about the reason why now. I think you should reflect on that like another day, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so number 16. If today was your last day, what would you do?
Try to meet Eminem.
Okay, that's a good goal. Um, how would you do it?
Well, I can't just show him at his house because that means I'll be a stalker.
Yeah, I
But
don't think that's a good way
but
to.
I would like reach out to him, saying, "Hey, yo, Em, I'm a big fan of yours. Today's my last day on Earth. Can we meet up?" Yeah, that's.
That'd be great. All right, 17. If you could give advice to your younger self, what would you say?
Relax, chill, because everything gonna be fine. That's what I would. That's what I would tell my younger self.
That's funny. That's what I wrote too. I wrote everything will be okay. 18. How do you spend your Sundays?
My Sundays
Mm-hmm.
at home and watch TV.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go outside for some fresh air.
Okay. 19. What do you need more of in your life?
What do I need more?
More of.
More peace.
Okay. How do you think you can get that?
Moving out.
Remember what I said earlier.
Oh, oh yeah, find peace wherever you go. You're right.
Exactly.
Well, okay, so I would say try to find peace where I'm at, anywhere.
Mm-hmm. We're almost done. 20. If you could have three things in the world, what would they be?
Well, I would like a wife,
Okay.
kids,
Okay, that's a great goal.
and a very good career.
Okay. Write those down.
Okay.
All right, 21. You don't have to answer this out loud because this goes into detail. Describe in great detail what 5 years from now looks like. So, 5 years from now, we discussed it earlier. You have to go into detail for yourself. Don't mention anything to me or, say it out loud. Just concentrate on writing. And while you're writing, I'm going to talk about what I wrote for that question.
Okay.
Okay. So, 5 years from now, um, I wrote that I would have a license and a car, and I would be able to volunteer doing art at new places. Um, I'd also be able to go to on many vacations with my car and have a living wage and hopefully a house by then. I also put maybe a boyfriend or girlfriend. Wasn't really choosing. Uh, who does the same thing I do, meaning somebody who likes to volunteer and is compassionate. And then I'd have my own little nonprofit and my own little space to zen out. This was in 2019. In 2020 now, I have everything I've asked for. I don't need a car, um, except for a boyfriend. That's the only thing that we have not got. But we have our own home. And I have my own home. I don't know why I say we. I'm just so used to talking like Kind Studio. I always say we with Kind Studio. I have my own home and I have a place to zen out. I have a meditation room and I also have a Buddhist room.
Buddhist room.
Yeah, a room with Buddha.
Oh, that's where you zen out?
Yeah, that's why I call it the zen out room.
Man, I need that, man.
Well, we can talk about that. Like I can show you like how to make your room a peaceful place.
Okay.
All right. So let's go to are you done with number 21?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 22. What are 10 things that you love about yourself?
10. Okay. Um, okay. One is I'm young. Two, I have a happy personality. Um, Three, I don't know. I don't know.
You have an infectious smile.
Oh yeah, infectious smile. Yeah. Um, I don't know. I
4,
don't know.
you're
Well,
you're a survivor.
oh yes. I'm a survivor. Yes, got it. Yeah. Okay.
5, you're brave.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
6, you're handsome.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you.
7, you're smart.
Oh.
8, you're kind.
Oh, okay.
9, I'm not going to give you all the you got to do 9 and 10. What do you love about yourself?
I keep I keep my hygiene. Yeah, I put hygiene good.
That's good.
And 10. I like rap. I like rap.
Well, that's not like a personality trait of you that's alike. You need something about yourself.
I'm a survivor. No, I already got that.
Yeah, we already put that. Come on, Leonel, you're an amazing person. You know, you got this.
Um, um, I'm. I don't know.
All right, leave number 10 blank and you're going to answer it later, okay?
Okay.
All right, 23. I cannot read my handwriting. Give me a second. Okay. What are you most grateful in your life for?
Being alive.
I wrote the same
Being
thing.
alive.
Yeah.
Being alive.
24. What activities set your soul on fire? Like, do you understand that? Like, what hobbies, what activities make you feel alive?
Listen to music. Listen to music.
Nice. Number 25. How can you feel more fulfilled in your life?
I would get away from negativity and stay positive.
All right. So again, you're saying like you can get away from yourself. You cannot. So what can you do to right now, starting today, to fulfill your life?
I don't know, because with this coronavirus, I don't know.
All right. So I will help you. The first thing that you can do is stop saying get away and start saying I am peace.
Okay.
I am peace. I am
I am
calm.
peace. I am
And
calm.
I am love.
I am love. Okay.
This is called a mantra. Every
Oh,
time,
mantra.
yeah, every time you're stressed out, like when you're about to lose it, just say it, okay?
Okay. I am
Okay.
peace. I am calm. I am love. All right.
Yep. We're on 26. Okay, yeah, we're on 26. If you couldn't fail, what would you do?
If I couldn't fail,
Mm-hmm.
rule the world.
Okay, well, why do you want to rule the world?
Yeah.
Why?
If I no no no. I mean, the one no be a successful rapper. That's what.
Okay. That is a reachable goal. Not saying that you can't rule the world, but that's going to take a few years. All right, 27. Um, what do you need more of? And what do you need less of in your life?
I would need more peace. What I need less of is negativity.
Okay.
Negative energy. Negative energy.
Yeah, negative energy sucks. Boop, boop. Number 28. What are your best qualities? Let's say like you're talking to somebody that's going to hire you. Like what would you tell your future boss? Why would they hire you?
Um, yeah. Um, I'm a hard worker, but that's common.
Yeah, but you are a hard worker.
Um, I'm reliable, I guess,
Well, you are reliable, yes.
and I have a happy personality.
Upbeat. Mm-hmm.
Upbeat, upbeat, yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Those are good qualities to have, and that's great. 29. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Well, anywhere, anywhere,
Yes, anywhere in the world.
even outside the world.
You want to go beyond our solar system?
Yep, to a different planet.
All right. Let's name the planet. What would the planet be called?
Something like Krypton. Krypton.
Okay. All right, put that down.
Okay.
30. What is your dream job? And I know we talked about it. Just mention it again and write it down. And instead of putting if, put I will become a rapper.
Okay. I will become a rapper.
All All right, so we're almost done. There's another part to this. Let's see how big it is. If not, we're going to make it into another part. Let me see. Okay, this one's a little shorter. Actually, never mind. It's actually pretty long. Do you still have time?
Yeah, I still got time.
All right, awesome. So this is another set of questions from a different person, which I really liked. And I think I wrote this in 2018. So you can start over, like make a straight line across and then start at one again.
Wait, how many questions is it? Because
30 again.
oh no, I'm just that I didn't eat and I'm hungry.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna leave it at that. We don't have to do these other questions because you did pretty well. So we're gonna talk before you leave something really quick. So in order to find peace, you have to make a place of peace. It's called a sacred space. So that's your room. Are you the only one living in that room, or do you share it with somebody?
No, this is my room.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you want to put things in your room that have meaning to you. For example, somebody you look up to. Um, you want to put art that you like, you know, and you want to have a space of contemplation, which is called an altar, if you want to call it an altar. A place where you can go and sit down, write how you feel, process emotions, because that's the biggest thing about people with mental illnesses. If they don't process emotions, it's an endless cycle. So with this journal, I hope that you will make a space and make time and go back, answer the questions when you can, and contemplate, you know, ask yourself, why can't I answer this question so easily? Or, you know, why did I answer it this way? Or, you know, what does success really mean? You know, is it only about money, or is success happiness? Like, you know, start thinking about that and contemplate and write. And writing is really good for you because you want to be a rapper. So, like, even if you want to make a rap, you know, write that rap down. Don't think it's garbage. Just do it, you know, like just do it. Okay?
All right.
All right. Enjoy your food.
All right, Michelle. Tomorrow or
Um, I'll let you
yeah.
know. I think we're gonna take for your last part of the video, I think we're gonna do it next week, okay?
Okay, cool. Cool.
All right, so you have time to contemplate, you know, because things are gonna start happening in your life unexpectedly. You'll see.
All right. All
All
right.
right.
All right,
Okay.
Michelle.
Bye.
All right.